Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Friday. Welcome back. I hope you had a fantastic week. Let's do the weekly beauty chit chat. So last week I actually filmed this video. Thought I had uploaded it to YouTube. I know that I put it on my desktop because I saw it there and I was like, I should upload that. And then I didn't, but I thought I did. And I am someone who gets really stressed out when there's like a lot of clutter on my desktop. And I'm talking about my computer, right? Not like the top of my desk. That also needs to not be cluttered. It just overwhelms my brain. Anyway, I was like, I'm gonna be productive and clean this up. And I never keep any of my video footage. As soon as it's uploaded to YouTube, or I think I uploaded it to YouTube, like I delete it. Like, I don't need to keep this. Like, what am I gonna do with this? Like, reference it? It's already up on YouTube, so there's no need to keep it, right? It's probably dumb. I mean, I know, like most of my other YouTube friends, you guys listen to this. These people buy like massive, like external hard drives, and everything that they upload to their channel, like they save as like a just in case, like in case something happens with their channel or somehow something gets deleted, so they still have access to it. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't feel like any of these videos are really that important, but I do really admire the dedication to like the people that take this situation seriously, because it's a lot of work, you guys. If you follow someone and they put a lot of work into their videos, and I feel like that's usually pretty evident, you should give them some mad props sometimes because they work hard. Like, I know that the perception is that like having like social media or YouTube as a job is easy, but I can tell you from my friends that do this as like a full-time thing, this isn't easy. Like, it is a ton of work for them, and they put so much like effort and dedication and just hard work into their channels. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of times that's not really recognized. Like, I see people get a lot of hate sometimes, and I'm just like, what? First of all, just if you hate someone, don't watch them. But second of all, like, please respect the fact that they take this seriously. I mean, I know, like, it's a weird thing. I still think that like social media is somewhat new in terms of it being like a concept as like a way to make a living. But yeah, like it's work for these people. Like, they are dedicated to this like almost 24/7. I couldn't do it. I really admire them. And so yeah, give your favorite creators some love because it's not always easy. So anyway, I have my weekly beauty chit chat to share with you guys today, and I'm not gonna delete this one. I'm gonna make sure I upload it. So as always, I'm gonna put everything in the description box down below, so if you wanna know where to purchase these things, the Sephora sale is still happening until, I think, the 24th. A few of these things you can definitely find. Most of these things I think you can actually find at Sephora, so if you have 20% off, might be worth picking up from there. But if you only have like 10 or 15% off, honestly, sometimes I think you get better deals from like the companies themselves through their direct websites. Yeah, I think Sephora really kind of shoots themselves in the foot with the way that they do this tiered sale, because many of you have told me that you are not buying anything from Sephora during this sale because you're not Rouge, so you're only getting 10 or 15% off, and that doesn't really make it worth it for you. So you just go somewhere else and buy it from there. Like, this is Sephora thinking. I don't know, I would love to like be a fly on the wall in like their, you know, corporate offices situation, like where they're making these decisions. Like, wouldn't that be fascinating? I'd love that. Anyway, let's get into it. All right, let's start with perfume. So I have a couple of perfumes that I'm gonna share this week. The first is a Dossier fragrance that I reviewed this week. Actually, I think it would have gone up yesterday. So this is Citrus Neroli. This is supposed to be a dupe for Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. And I have only tried that scent in like Nordstrom's when I've been perusing the perfumes. I don't purchase from Tom Ford because they're not cruelty free. So I was interested in this one because, you know, the couple of times that I've tried Neroli Portofino, I've really kind of enjoyed it. And a few of the notes definitely reminded me of a fragrance that my Oma used to wear, and I mentioned what it is in that video. If you missed it, I will link it down below. So for me, I was going off the comparison based on just like memory of smelling it in store, but there was someone who was in the comments who actually owns Neroli Portofino and Citrus Neroli and said that the two are not as similar as she would have liked. And she didn't love the Dossier version as much. So I would say, yeah, if you are looking for an exact dupe of Neroli Portofino, and this is also going to vary nose by nose because everybody picks up different fragrance notes. I mean, you can watch different perfume reviews or different like home fragrance reviews, and there are some people who smell things that like you would never pick up in the fragrance. So I feel like it's kind of hard sometimes. Like you can get a general sense of like what something is going to smell like, but it might be completely different once you stick your nose in it, right? So something worth keeping in mind. But I happen to really like this one. It has a lot of really beautiful citrus notes in it combined with some beautiful florals. I like it. Now this is a fragrance that I would only really wear during the spring and summer. It is very, very seasonal to my nose. But anyway, I think it's worth checking out, but you would definitely have to make that decision yourself based off of the fragrance notes here. I also want to mention that Dossier is now also being sold at Walmart. And I think in store even. So you might be able to go find a tester of these at your local Walmart. I think just go to the Walmart website and, I think I'm pretty sure they have an option where you can search like, is this available in store, you know, and then put in your zip code for your local store. I don't know. I haven't searched too deeply into that, but I'm certainly going to because I do purchase a number of Dossier fragrances. So it'd be nice if I can just pop down to Walmart to get one versus like waiting to get one in the mail. So anyway, there you go. I'm not sure what the return policy is though, because when you order from the Dossier website, you can always send anything that you don't like back to them. I'm not sure that's the same for Walmart. So double check that before you just go ham, right? Just make sure you really like it. Anyway, the second fragrance that I'm gonna mention, and this is one that I haven't reached for in a while and decided to this week, and I really like it. I'm wearing it today. This is Montal Vanille Absolu. This smells like cake. It's somewhat similar to the Vanille Extreme from Comptoir Sud Pacifique, which is one of my most complimented fragrances. This is a little bit different, but they definitely have the same vibe. They have that very rich, like vanilla base to them that is just edible, right? So good. I will say, the Montal fragrances, I believe that Montal and Mancera are like sister companies. Mancera fragrances last so long, you guys, so long. The Montal fragrances are not quite as long lasting, I will say that. I think they have some really nice vanillas though, so definitely worth checking out. If you don't mind reapplying, then I think that Montal is a great one to check out. I also really like their bottles for some reason. I don't know, I'm not huge on like a modern aesthetic. I think that, I don't know, I'm kind of a grandma when it comes to my style. I like old antique things, really. That's kind of my personal preference. But I really kind of like this bottle. I have a couple of Montal fragrances. The other one is the Vanilla Ecstasy or Vanilla Ecstasy. That one is a little bit smokier, a little bit richer of a vanilla, definitely a different vibe, but also worth checking out. But anyway, this is lovely. If you're in the market, check it out. Let's move to hair. All right, I don't think that I ever even shared that I picked these up a while ago from Bumble and Bumble, but I got some samples of the Hairdresser's Invisible Oil Shampoo and Conditioner at one point. I think I got these last year. It was, I think, like December or something. Anyway, moral of the story is, tried the sample and I was like, this is really nice on my hair. So being the bonehead that I am, of course, I invested in the liters. I don't know why I always do this, but it's kind of my thing. I like large sizes. I like things that are oversized or minis. Like, I love me a good mini, especially if it mirrors the packaging of like the original stuff. I just think it's so cute. I am a marketer's dream and a bonehead because of that, but you know. Anyway, I had a request to do an updated hair care routine, and I definitely want to do that in the coming weeks. I wanted to mention this because I've had really good luck with both of these. I don't think they weigh my hair down at all, but very hydrating for my dry gray hair. Totally worth checking out. You can purchase Bumble and Bumble at Sephora, so if you have a 20% off, I think, you know, definitely worth snagging. I start out with the smaller sizes. Don't pull a Melanie, but I do really like these. These are designed for dry to very dry hair, and I would say that my hair is probably moderately dry, not as dry as some, but definitely, you know, prone to dryness because gray hair just is. This cleans my hair beautifully, doesn't weigh it down, rinses clean. I really like this stuff. It's good. If you've never tried it, it's worth checking out. Obviously, Bumble and Bumble is a little bit more expensive, but I don't know. When it comes to hair care, I feel like that's worth investing in for me. By the way, I have a hair care product to share with you guys next week. It's a shampoo, but it's like a bar shampoo, which I have not used for years. I used to try the Lush shampoo bars. Oh, hated those. I don't think those are very good at all. But the one that I'm trying, and it is a PR item, just so you guys are aware, but I've been trying it and I really like it. I'm blown away by how well this shampoo bar works. They also sent like a conditioning bar as well. I really thought that it was going to just like not be great for my hair. In fact, the first time I used it, I was like, please don't make my hair look like straw. I just expected it to make my hair look and feel like straw because that's what the Lush shampoo bars did. No. Absolutely not. Glorious. Stay tuned. That'll be up next week. All right, let's keep going. Let's talk about a few of the things that I picked up during the Sephora sale because I have some initial thoughts for you guys. First, let's talk about the Milk, let me get the name right, Pore Eclipse Matte Setting Spray. Oh, my oily skinned girls, listen up. I have found it. I have found our setting spray. This diffuses the look of my pores so beautifully. I'm gonna give you guys a little close-up of my skin. I'm just warning you, like, you're gonna see pores. If you find that offensive, fast forward. But look, I remember, like, I have this new fancy camera with this stuff, but look at it, like, they're totally like blurred looking. I still have texture on my skin. There's just natural texture, you know, crap that grows on my skin because it's oily. But yeah, I really love, especially with my forehead and stuff, it just keeps my skin looking so smooth and less pory throughout the day. And probably the best part of this whole situation is that it helps control the oil production. It really does just keep it at bay. It's fabulous. And if I want to touch up, I just give her the old toucharoo. Sorry, I'm just making up all sorts of words today. I don't need to do that. I just basically touch up my face with this, and it's so easy. It has a really nice mist. Feels good. Doesn't smell in any kind of way, but yeah, it'll just kind of reactivate and continue to somehow suck up more of the oil. It's kind of magical. I feel like I missed this part of my face here. Oh, it just feels good. This feels nice. I like this. I think it's sold out online. Well, they have a mini size. I would say maybe start out with the mini size. If you normally try stuff like this and you're like, nah, I don't know, I'm not sure, try out the mini size first. I love that companies are doing that now because why not? Try the mini. Also, Milk. I really like your primer too. So I picked up both of these from the Milk website because they were Speaking of Sephora not offering a bigger discount, Milk was offering 25% off, so I got both of these from there, but you can get them both at Sephora if you want. I really like their eye primer, and it doesn't make my eyes water. If you have watery eyes, one thing to consider besides allergies and hormones and all these other things, you know, that can go wrong, eye primers can oftentimes cause people's eyes to water. I know mine do. When I cannot wear the Urban Decay eye primer anymore, the Lorac I can't do. Back in the day I tried the NARS, that made my eyes watery. The NYX eye primer, so even like the affordable eye primers, a lot of them made my eyes water, and I could never figure out what the exact ingredient was, but I just try new primers, and if they work, great. This Milk one works fantastic. Another option that has worked really well for me is the Hourglass one, the Veil eye primer. Totally worth checking out. Really like both of these, and really extend the wear of my eyeshadow, keeps it from creasing. Just fabulous. Intensifies the color payoff from the shadows. Yeah, if you've never tried an eye primer, like, I don't know how people don't use them, because for me, if I don't use an eye primer, on days where I'm not wearing makeup, I still put on an eye primer because my lids are so oily that the oil runs into my eyes and it stings. That is how oily I am. At 44, when is it gonna stop? Really wish it would stop, because that would be great. All right, HAUS Labs, the blush. I'm wearing it. Look at how pretty it is. Now, does it stand up to my oil? I think so, but I actually can't tell you 100% because I keep using this, and this extends the like wear of my makeup and also keeps the oil from coming through. So maybe, I don't know. I don't want to tell you that you have to like use something like this. So next week I will put it to the test without using the primer. But so far, the color payoff, the color itself, which is Hibiscus Haze, by the way. Did I tell you what this is? This is the HAUS Labs Color Fuse Blush by Lady Gaga. Yeah, Hibiscus Haze. I really do want a couple more of the colors, but I'm being a good girl because I do love my Hourglass blushes, and I don't need a million blushes, but man, some of those other colors are gorgeous, like the watermelon one. Ooh, the peach one, so beautiful. But yeah, really beautiful texture, beautiful application, good stuff. I like it. I think these are $38, kind of spendy. Gaga really put a solid price point on those, didn't she? Okay, let's talk a new skincare product that I've been testing out. This is by no means a final review. I've only been using this for, I think, 2 weeks now. This is the new Paula's Choice Triple Active Total Repair Serum. This has retinoid and niacinamide, as well as something that I am going to butcher. Hexylrestorcinol. Hexylrestorcinol. I've never heard of this ingredient, but this is supposed to target fine lines, discoloration, and loss of firmness. So guess where I'm using it? My neck. It is not making me break out, and so far, I'm really kind of liking it. I cannot use my tretinoin on my neck because it's too sensitive. Are you guys still really close? Oh yeah, look at that. I was like, you're still so close to my face. I cannot use tretinoin on my neck, it's too sensitive, but I can use over-the-counter retinols, retinoids, things like that. So this has been going pretty well, like no irritation, no sensitivity. Yeah, so far so good. Obviously, I want to use this for like the solid 6 to 8 weeks that you should use skincare before you make a decision. So I'll report back. And by the way, this was sent as PR. Whenever I get any PR from Paula's Choice, I'm always like, oh, fangirl, because you guys, Paula's Choice is where I started with my skincare journey back in like, what was it, 2011, somewhere around there. I have been buying Paula's Choice for years and years, and I love their products. The two constant repurchases for me are their Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense and the 20% BHA. Also, their liquid 2% BHA, also fabulous. That lasts forever. So I mean, if you even start out with a mini, you're gonna have that for a long time. It's quite a potent product, and a little bit goes a long way. But I love Paula's Choice skincare, and again, whenever they send me anything, I'm always like, oh my God, I can't believe that they ever even like took notice of me, because I have loved their stuff for so long. So far, so good, but I will report back. Also, the Pharmacy Clean Bee Ultra Gentle Facial Cleanser. I've actually gone through, I think, a couple of bottles of this. I want to say this is my third. I really like this cleanser, you guys. It's really gentle, like it states. I like to put this one in the shower. So for the last, you know, couple of months, I've had this in my shower. And I really like how this gets me like started on my day. I never feel like this strips my skin. And I think if you have really sensitive skin, this could be a contender for you. I will say it does foam. So if you don't like a foaming cleanser, don't get this one. I don't think it would necessarily dry your skin out, but I'm not sure it would give you, you know, maybe a little bit of a moisture boost that you could get from more of like a cream type cleanser product. So for me, with my enlarged pores, my oilier skin, something like this works quite well. I also like that this smells like honey. I really like the smell of this. So there is some, I believe, fragrance in here. It certainly has a scent, but it smells like honey to my nose, and I really like it. I love this. Anyway, that's what I have for you guys today. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate you. If you found this video helpful in any kind of way, definitely leave it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. For those of you that are wondering about some of the other things that I purchased at Sephora, I'm going to continue to test those things out, give you guys some initial reviews, and then obviously eventually get around to some more in-depth reviews. So I hope you have a fantastic weekend. If you are interested in any kind of home fragrance content, definitely stay tuned for some stuff this weekend. But yeah, enjoy your weekend. I hope that it is a lovely spring, sunny weekend for you. It's gonna be raining here. I'll be standing out in a soccer field, getting wet, just like last weekend. I love the rain, but honestly, I'm almost kind of over it. Mostly because it's driving my kid crazy. She is coming home so muddy and she hates it. So if it could just stop raining for a bit, that would be great. Just for her sake, because let me tell you, when my kid complains, she's got a voice on her. So, all right, anyway, enough. I love you guys. Have a great weekend. See you in the next one. Doodaloo.